Okay, so if y'all wanted me to continue reading this, I kind of have to end the live and go screenshot chapter 13 to come back. But if y'all wanted me to like just explain what we talked about, then I can do that as well too. But so far inside this book though, it talks about a conglomerate of things. It talks about how most people that you encounter aren't people that you think, right? You're not encountering the person, you're encountering the spirit. It talks about different types of spirits. It talks about indigenous inhabitants being conquered because they were looked at as demons and devils for doing their worships and practice, which leads you to the manifest destiny and the Popol Vuh and stuff like that. Right. Voodoo Chief in the building, big dog, Sapase. So it talks about a conglomerate of things, but I like to focus on when they talk about the spirits though, right? Right, daemons as in spirit guides, and demons as in, you know, low vibrational entities. But the thing about it is that they're telling you that they're one and the same, right? They saying they're one and the same, right? Duality. You know, one thing about this book is it talks about duality, right? God is permitting the devil to do these things, and you know, God and the devil is kind of one and the same. Good and evil, evil and good coexisting together. They good got a little bad in them, bad got a little good in them, coexisting. Duality, balance. You can't have good without evil type of ordeal. In most cases, these are one and the same. All right, just like how you are, polarity, duality. You know, your higher self, your lower self, right? If you out here in the streets and somebody walk up to you and smack you in the face, you ain't about to approach with your higher angel self, right? You about to, you know what I'm saying? You about to get jiggy with the mother. Okay. So you on that type of time. So you on demon time, huh? All right. Then you gonna get on demon time, right? Sometimes it takes a demon to fight a devil, right? This is why they told you to control your demons. They ain't never say exercise and get rid of them. They told you to control your demons, right? Because there's a time and a place for everything, right? I ain't about to show my lower self inside of a holy place, right? A higher self, right? You save that demon for when it's time to get down with the get down, like our ancestors did. Yeah, our ancestors are peaceful people, but he who draw his sword shall be met with brute force. And just as we are peaceful, we can turn up too. And that's what they took by mistake when they encountered our ancestors. When they thought, oh yeah, man, we landed in Haiti, boy, we about to take this shit over. Haitians was like, these niggas don't know. For real, like, you know, our Haitians was looking at each other like, hey, these niggas do not know where they came to, right? These niggas, yeah, we cool, but these niggas don't know about that other side of us, right? Shit, they about to find out. Hey, we about to. Shit commenced. Them boys was like, oh hell no. Them niggas had to run and go get help. The same thing with the mainland Indians, right? Them boys came over, right? Tried to take over some shit. The Gullah Geechee was like, these niggas haven't learned their lesson from our brothers and sisters on the islands, right? So we gonna show them how we turn up over here too, right? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But they did what they had to do for the survival of the people and the family and the tribe, the nation, the culture, and everything. So this is why inside the book it asks, is it evil if you're protecting yourself? Like, is it evil if you're using your lower self for good? Is it? And this is what the book is asking, right? Who draws the line on what's good and evil? Is it something that you gotta have a self-discussion with? Right? Because you get the consciousness, don't do that, do that. Right? It says that the devil or the lower self love to entice you to go to places you know you're not supposed to be, because them in those places, that's where you get possessed. All right? We all done went through that in life, right? We all done been in places that we ain't supposed to. The crazy thing is, we all had that conscious conversation in the back of our mind, bro. You know you ain't supposed to be here. Nah, I don't feel like going to the club tonight, bro. I don't think we supposed to go to the club. Nah, I don't want to chill with the homies tonight. Something just don't feel right. We all done had that. That is your higher self telling you, hey, man, nah. But your lower self entices you to go to these places. Your lower self like, man, fuck that shit, bro. Ain't shit about to happen, man. You go turn up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Them nigga got them bottles, nigga. Anything can happen, my dog. You know what I'm saying? That lower self is getting you there. And you like, shit, you only live once, YOLO. And your ass get there. And there's no telling what happened. Lower self, higher self. Your battle have always been with the flesh. And if you're battling with the flesh, you're battling with the spirit. Because the physical is a manifestation of the spiritual, right? This book is pretty dope. I ain't even gonna cap to you. You know, you gotta die some hijacks in here and there, but yeah. King James sell out ass. All the secrets. For real. That's pretty much what this book is. King James telling all the secrets. Nigga gave that nigga a Popeye meal and a cigarette. He got to telling. First 48. It's pretty much what his book says. Tell us about the children of the sun and their practices. Shit, tell you, nigga, I'll write 2 books for you. For that Popeye and the biscuit sandwich, that nigga wrote 2 books telling all the secrets of your spirituality, people. You feel me? I ain't catch up in the comments, though. King James in the first demonology, daemonology. Yeah. I keep saying, daemonology and demonology is a little different. So demonology will be the revised version of the daemonology. That's why the names change, right? The original version is daemon because, we're talking about spirit guides and, neutral spirits and malevolent and evil spirits as well, too. But daemons is key. Now, he put so much gems in the motherfucker that they had to revise it. So now they call it demon, right? To make it more... Ooh, demonology, stay away from it. That's why they changed the name. But if they kept it at daemons, people would have been like, what? Research the spirit guys. Let me get this book and read it. You know what I'm saying? It's a psychology trick. Some people are raised by lower self beings. They are amused by ignorance. Yeah, that's life. But nobody is 100% bad and nobody is 100% good. Even those that was raised by low vibrational entities, they still display some act of goodness somewhere in their lives, at least 1 or 2 times in their life, or however, you know what I'm saying? So, big guy. The goal is pretty much to have balance, and learn as you go. But that book pretty dope though. We on chapter 13 of it. Like I said, I don't have chapter 13 screenshotted right now, but we'll get into it probably a little bit later on today. And see, that is when you set the bar low. Hey, what is the bar though? What is the bar and who said it? Oh, your bar might not be this next man bar. Your mission might not be his mission. So You just kind of got to focus with self when it comes to spirituality. And then what's meant to be will be. So, I mean, let me flip the page because I think some of y'all wanted me to read this. Wanted me to read this. What's that in Rick? So, hold on, let me crack the door. There we go. That gas. Hold on. Crack that door real quick. Get some oxygen flowing in here. So now, flipping this page, it starts telling you the reasons why the so-called devil or lower vibrational entities, why they torment you. What is the objective? What are they trying to obtain, right? And they're trying to obtain your soul in most cases, right? And they do it by enticing you, right? It says they're doing it by enticing you. Right? To mistrust and blasphemy or blasphemy God or mock God, right? Either for intolerableness of their torments, as he said to have done with Job, right? The story of Job is an example of this, right? A metaphorical, allegorical example of this, right? Or else for this promising unto them to leave the troubling of them, as is known by experience at this time, by the confession of so troubled, right? Since ye have spoken now of both these kinds of spirits, comprehending them into one, I must now go back again in sparing some questions of every one of these kinds of specials, right? And first of these that follows certain persons, right? They telling you the first kind of these spirits are those that follow people, right? People have spirits that follow them. This is why, a lot of our ancestors wasn't really big on, random people touching them and shit, right? Be careful who you hang around. Spirits is attached to people, right? And they will attach themselves to you. You know what I'm saying? So they telling you that the first kind of spirits are those that follow certain people, right? And ye know that there are two sorts of these. Spirit, it follows certain people, and out of these first spirits, there's two kinds of these first spirits, right? One sort that troubles and torments the person, right? So you got one spirit that follows a person that troubles and torments the person that they hunt with, and another sort that is susurable unto them into all kinds of their necessaries or necessities, right? Like they would present themselves very materialistically to you when they say the kind of their necessities, right? Damn, man. That nigga car dope, bro. I need that motherfucker, man. I desire that bitch. All right? I'm gonna do this to get that. All right? It's enticing. That type of shit. All right? And omits never to forewarn you. You gotta see it. So, and it omits never to forewarn them of any sudden peril that they are to be in. And so in this case, I would understand whether both these sorts be but wicked damn spirits. So the spirits that we just described are damned and wicked spirits, right? Not demons, not devils, spirits, right? Wicked and damned, those stuck in purgatory who haven't moved to the other side and stuff like that, right? So those are those. Now you have, now of the last sort, rather be angels and not demons, right? So these will be angels that we about to talk about, because we just already talked about the wicked and the damned. So now if the last sort be rather angels, as should appear to assist such as he specially favors. For it is written in the scriptures that God sends legions of angels to guard and watch over his elect, right? Watchmen, watching over, huh? Legion, who? R.I.P. gang. So I know well enough where for the error which ye allege has proceeded. For it was the ignorant Gentiles that were the fortune thereof, who, right? Who, for that they knew not God, they forged in their own imaginations, accompanied with two spirits. All right. So every man got two spirits, is what they telling you. Listen. All right. So every man got two spirits, is what they telling you. Listen. All right. So now he's telling you that most of us have two spirits to us. Higher self, lower self is two spirits. Most of us got two spirits. They call this genius. All right? Genius. In Islam, people who are geniuses are born with a jinn. Jinn are also known as spirits. All right? But inside this book, he's telling you that geniuses are born with two spirits. Kind of sound like Geminis, the twin, huh? Twin spirits. So they're born with two spirits. All right. And the one genius, bonus, genius. The other genius, malice, right? So one of the spirits is called genius bonus. The other one is called genius malice. All right. Genius means jinn. Jinn bonus, jinn malice. That's where you get genius from, jinn. Oh, they say jinn make you sin, huh? Big game. So the Greeks called them, you got the Greek word, whereof the former, they said, persuade him to all the good he did. He said, sound like they talk about me, right? Genie, yeah, Rich. So genie is a jinn. The word genie comes from jinn too. So when you watch Aladdin, you're watching a jinn who's granting Aladdin 3 wishes so the jinn can be our bondage. And most jinn actually are supposed to listen to us because we have dominion over them. All right. But you also have trickster jinns who would trick you into freeing them, and they supposed to stay chained. Hey, the Quran and just understanding jinn gets deep. It's dope. You know, it's all tied in too. It's all tied in, facts. Monitoring spirits, facts, yep. So these two spirits that men are born with, one is called genius bonus or jinn bonus, and the other is called genius or jinn malice, right? The Greek quick, so I ain't about to say that. But so now getting deeper. Now whereof the former, they said, the first spirit will persuade him to all the good he did. Right? The other spirit will entice him to all the evil. Now you start getting into your conscious, right? Just like Tom and Jerry and all the cartoons, that devil on the shoulder, the angel on the shoulder, but it's all you. You know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about right here. So you got one that'll persuade you to do good. You got the other one that'll entice you to do evil, right? Pay attention to the names that they use, right? Persuade to do good and entice to do evil, right? Persuade and entice are two different words when you break them down, all right? Yeah, I dream of Genie. You dreaming of Jen? So now, one will persuade you to do good, the other one will entice you to do evil. But praise be God, we that are Christians or followers of Krishna, right? Because we know Christ comes from Krishna. Krishna comes from Krishna. Krishna is Buddha. Vishnu, Krishna, Buddha, Hermes, all of these are the same deity. We already broke that down, right? So old ways, before it got manipulated, old Christians are followers of Krishna. All right. So now in walks, not amongst the Sumerians, right? So the followers of Krishna, they don't walk amongst Sumerians. All right. I wonder why. Conjectures of man, knows well enough that it is the good spirit of God only, who is the fountain of all goodness, that persuades versus to the thinking or doing of any good. Right? It's a difference. Oh yeah, it's a difference when you naturally do good versus when you're thinking and doing good, right? Being good or doing good deeds is an automatic natural response. It doesn't require thinking. It's a difference when you naturally do good stuff versus to when you're thinking or doing any good. All right. What's happening to y'all back in the building? Peace. All right. So, and that it is our corrupted flesh and Satan or Satan enticeth versus to the contrary, right? And yet the devil, for conforming in the heads of ignorant Christians, that error first mentioned amongst the Gentiles, he whiles among the first kind of spirits, right? So he is amongst the first kind of spirits. What is the first kind of spirits? The one that follows you. All right. So he is amongst the first kind of spirits in that I speak of, appeared in time of patari and of blindness, right? So they appear in a state of blindness, right? They come to you when you're blind. All right. In the state of your blindness, this is when these first type of spirits appear to you. Peep game. And when they hunted diverse houses without doing any evil, though, right? They just hunting you. They ain't doing no evil. They just, opening cabinets, shutting doors, moving keys, fucking with you. Get out. All that other shit, poltergeist and shit like that. Like, they just fucking with you. Because it don't make no sense in doing evil deeds or enticing people to do evil deeds if they are blind to spirituality, right? We talking about the people that don't believe, atheists. Oh, there ain't no spirits. It don't make no sense in trying to get them niggas. They don't even believe in shit. We'll just fuck with them. That's what they saying, pretty much, in layman's terms. So now, without doing any evil, but doing as it were necessary, turns up and down the house, which is what I just explained. In this spirit, they call Brownie in our language, right? Who appeared like a rough man. Yeah, some were so blinded as to believe that their house was all the sooner, as they called it, that such spirits resorted there, right? But since the devil's intentions in all his actions is evil, is ever to do evil, what evil was there in that forming of doing, since their actions outwardly were good? Was it not evil enough to deceive in